Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Phil with Behringer. Welcome to Music Group TV. I want to talk to you about some more cool stuff on the X-Air app. Today we're going to talk about live recording. Now in the past and on some other situations still, live recording can be a little daunting. You may have to have a splitter box, you have to set up separate gains for the live front of house guys versus setting up gains for your DAW, and right now I'm using the X-Air with the XR18 and the X18, and I want to show you a really cool, simple way to have fun with your live recordings. So what I'm going to do is, you can see on the screen here is I have a mic input, but this is basically a band setup. And on the routing page, what I have is, here's my my grid for my USB outputs, and I basically have them one-to-one, except when I get down to the main left and right. I have 17 and 18 are coming out of my main left and right. Why did I do this? I want to be able to record all of the individual channels as well as just my stereo mix. So if somebody says, hey, just give me a stereo mix off of the console, or if somebody wants all the individual tracks so you can mix it later, we want to have both options, and that's a lot of fun. So I have all my inputs lined up, I have all my gain structure good to go, and now it's time to set up for my DAW. So I can go over here and set up with, like, for instance, I'm going to use Logic in this, but you may be able to use Traction or Pro Tools or Cubase, or pick the DAW that you like to use. One of the first things you want to do is you want to make sure that the computer is seeing the interface in the box. So let's go over on the Apple, we can go to System Preferences and go to Sound, and as soon as it pops up, you see it right there, XR18 for output and input. What's cool about using this here is that you could actually use that same interface to play back, say, iTunes music for break time. So it kind of works out for that. And the second place you want to make sure where you see it is in the DAW itself. So in Logic Pro, all I want to do is go to Preferences, Audio, and here it is again. I choose it from my list. There's the XR18, X18. I choose it, and the world is a good place. So now that I know the software sees it, and I've set up a session here where you can see the inputs line up. It's input 1, here's my actual voice that I'm recording is on input 1, input 2 through 3, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then 17 and 18 over here are finally for my 2 mix. So I have all the tracks labeled, and I can, just record right away into my DAW for mixing later. So this is really a handy way to be able to do live recording, because the X18 and the XR18 through the USB jack will allow you to multi-track record out of it, and it's great, and also play back. Now we'll talk about mixing down these tracks and stuff in another video, but for right now I just kind of wanted to show you the quick setup and how easy it is to set up remote recording with your X18 or XR18 and the X-Air app. I hope you've picked up a couple of tidbits. Thanks for watching Music Group TV.